said it was not their problem.
This Utah couple on the way to their wedding in Costa Rica claiming they were kicked off a United flight this weekend for sitting in better seats than they paid for. United says they were removed because they repeatedly tried to move to upgraded seats without paying extra.
Even though we moved to the right seats, we're still taken off the plane.
In-flight disputes under the microscope as airlines roll out new rules. Delta authorizing supervisors to offer nearly $10,000 to volunteers giving up their seats for overbooked flights. And at United, they will no longer ask seated passengers to give up seats for crew members.
We have learned a lot. We will do better, and that's what I promise.
To avoid getting bumped, your best bet is to skip late-day flights. And remember to be decisive. Once you volunteer to give up that seat, you often can't change your mind.
David, if you're in a position to take a later flight, let the agent know as soon as you get to the gate and tell them you're waiting on a good offer. You can even name your price. David?
All right, Rebecca Jarvis with us. Thanks, Rebecca. When we come back here tonight, the traffic nightmare in the American city, the interstate, that suddenly buckled. Witnesses say it was like an earthquake rumbling beneath. And that news tonight about a female jogger killed running near her mother's home. Major development in the case that made national headlines. Some other news tonight, and a scare for a motorcyclist in Atlanta. Part of Interstate 20 shut down today after the highway suddenly buckled. That rider was sent flying. Authorities say he was badly injured, hitting a huge bump there in the road. He's reportedly in critical condition tonight. Drivers in the Atlanta area were already forced to make detours after that major fire caused the I-85 bridge collapse last month there. To the murder of that female jogger killed in Princeton, Massachusetts, the suspect has now been arrested, due in court tomorrow, charged in the death of Google executive Vanessa Marcotte. Prosecutors say Angelo Colleen Ortiz killed her near her mother's home 8 months ago. Authorities say he was working in the area and that DNA evidence led to his arrest. Prince Harry is revealing his personal battle, revealing in fact that he went into therapy 3 years ago, struggling for years over the death of his mother, Princess Diana, now nearly 2 decades ago. Harry says he was close to a complete emotional breakdown, describing a period in his 20s as, quote, total chaos.
I can safely say that losing my mum at the age of 12 and therefore shutting down all of my emotions for the last 20 years has had a quite serious effect.
Prince Harry says his brother, Prince William, urged him to get counseling, the two princes pushing their campaign for mental health awareness. When we come back here tonight, America Strong, and something we never knew about the Boston Marathon and why it's suddenly back in the news tonight.
ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, brought to you by non-drowsy Claritin and Clarispray products.
Boston Marathon, and at the starting line today, a runner returning. The first woman to run the race 50 years ago, though she hit it then. Here's Lindsay Davis.
This morning, Catherine Switzer was one of the more than 13,000 women running the Boston Marathon.
Hi, everybody. It's Catherine Switzer.
50 years ago, she was the only one. Back in 1967, the Boston Marathon was an all-male race. Women were considered too fragile to run the distance. This Syracuse co-ed secretly registered as KV Switzer to hide her gender, taking the course in a sea of men until the marathon director was alerted about a woman in the race.
And I turned, and he grabbed me. He screamed at me, "Get the hell out of my race."
Her boyfriend then pushed that race director off the road.
I realized if I quit that race, nobody would believe women deserved to be there or that they could do the distance.
And that she did, finishing in 4 hours and 20 minutes. This afternoon, surrounded by members of 261 Fearless, the running club she created to empower women, she crossed the finish line again. And while they retired her bib number tonight, she has no plans of doing the same. Lindsay Davis, ABC News, Boston.
Great to see Catherine back. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.